Welcome back to Eastern Lifestyle. In this two-part episode, we're exploring Tryon Palace in New Bern. Previously, we spoke with Crystal to learn about the kitchen office and the daily operations in the 1700s. Now we'll be speaking with a research historian to uncover some interesting facts about the stables here at the palace.
So we are here with Lindy, a research historian here at the Tryon Palace. Lindy, thank you for allowing us to chat with you.
It's my pleasure.
So how has the layout of the stable office allowed for daily operations in the 1700s to be successful?
Sure, so this is going to be the place where you are maintaining any type of wheeled vehicle that you have, which very few people have those. And a governor, of course, is one of those people who is going to have access to that. Yeah. And your horses, of course. So we have our stalls for the horses, which are based on research on 18th century stables, although we don't exactly know what they would have looked like. So you would have had all of your working functions down here, caring for vehicles, caring for animals. And then upstairs, either a mix of sleeping spaces, or granary and fodder storage for the animals that you're maintaining.
Okay, awesome. And so the stable is also known as like a coach room and a harness room as well?
It has many different functions.
Okay.
So we're standing in basically the stalls area. Right. We have a similar room across the hall. There's also a harness room. That's where you're going to be keeping all of your tack for hitching up those horses to whatever vehicle you're using. Saddles. We know that Governor Tryon and his wife were both accomplished horse riders, and that would be an easier way to travel than by a wheeled vehicle. But then there's also two coach bays that are in the back.
So also, I know that there was a fire in 1798 causing the main building to burn down.
Correct.
And the stables stayed.
Correct. So it was February 28th. There was basically the fire alarm, the neighbors crying fire. Everyone who could get out here rushed out here in the middle of the night. They were doing basically a bucket brigade style attempt to keep the fire from spreading. They ended up taking ropes and pulling down the colonnades. So probably one of the reasons that they were able to so easily do so was because the building wasn't in an advanced state of disrepair by that point. But that is the reason that they were able to save the wings. Wow. Was they pulled down all the connections, and then the main building burned completely to the ground.
Wow, that's amazing. So the stables and the kitchen were the two buildings that
surviving.
Stayed. Wow.
Yes. Right after the palace burned down, they rented spaces to people who needed places to keep their horses, so that makes a lot of sense. And then by the Civil War, there's one photograph of it, about 1863, and it looks like the building is completely gutted, but it has its 18th century look intact, and it's been a valuable research resource. But then in the 20th century, in the 19th century, and then into the 20th century, it was transformed into multifamily housing, basically. So 2 units on the ground floor and 2 units upstairs.
Well, is there anything else you'd just like to share about these stables itself and why people should come and check this historical place out?
I think one of the reasons why this stable is so unique is because it is our original building. So when you're walking in to see the brick, you're seeing some of that original 18th century brick that was most likely made in New Bern at one of the brickyards in town.
I bet the experience, when people come is full of different sights, smells, and of that time period. Yes. So that's amazing. That was such an incredible experience. This is my first time at the Tryon Palace, and the craftsmanship here is truly incredible. You guys should definitely come to the Tryon Palace and experience all that this place has to offer for yourselves. You can find out more information at tryonpalace.org.